Me and Corey are about to start out on a journey. We've stopped here at Peachtree Produce. Wonderful place to stop if you've never been here, if you are local, and bought some vegetables. And we're going over to Fontana Village, and I'm going to teach a cooking class, getting to spend some time with some old friends at a conference at COPA, Southeastern Outdoor Press Association. It's a reunion. They're having a little reunion. And I'm gonna, it's not as much teach a class as I'm just gonna present. I'm gonna cook them some good food to eat, and while we're there, we're gonna do a lot of other really fun things. Me and Corey are really excited about getting to go. Austin's gonna come on after work, and he's gonna stay with us. We wish we wish Matt and Katie and Ira was gonna come with us, but they're not gonna get to come this time, so maybe we can come back at a later date. But it's gonna be a real fun trip, and it's not too far from home, about an hour and 15, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. And it is a beautiful, beautiful drive. We couldn't resist, since we've got a little bit of a drive, couldn't resist the boiled peanuts. So we got some boiled peanuts to eat on our way over. It's a beautiful day through the Nantahala Gorge. I've seen a few rafters. I was through here the other day though on a really rainy, wet day, and there were still people rafting. I guess if you make plans to raft, you just gotta raft no matter the weather. Look at this beautiful view. We stopped to stretch our legs and look at the view. One part of our trip, really exciting, tomorrow we're going to go over in that area. It's going to be a great trip. We're going to go over to Hazel Creek, go across the lake, look at some of the old home places, learn some of the history of the area. We've been several times, but I never get tired of it. It's a beautiful place.
Oh yeah.
So this lake that you're seeing is Fontana Lake. Look at those beautiful, beautiful blue mountains. We made it. Checked in, got in our little cabin. It's pretty nice. So we're gonna rest just a minute, and then we're gonna go up and meet the rest of the people that are here for the COPA reunion and talk. And I think we're gonna eat supper. What are we? You know what? I know we're gonna eat supper. But you know what it was? I think it's barbecue.
I think it's barbecue.
Maybe we're gonna have some barbecue. That sounds good. And just settle in and get to chat with everybody we hadn't seen in a long time, and then look forward to the next few days.
Yeah.
Getting a quick breakfast before we head out on today's trip. We're getting to go to Hazel Creek. We're so excited. It's been a long time since we've been there. Corey, you want to show them what we're getting to eat? I'm eating some bacon. I've got some grits. Of course, I've got gravy and biscuits, some little roasted or fried potatoes. They're really good. Some fruit and some water.
Tasty.
This morning, I'm actually going to do some work while I'm at COPA. I'm actually going to cook for everybody. So I am at Stokoa Cultural Arts Center. In Stokoa, if you're from this area, you might say Stekoa. That's what my friend Ginger says. That's what she says. She's a native of Robbinsville, and she calls it Stekoa. But it's a beautiful old historic school, and they also have a wonderful gift shop. They have lots of performances here. We've actually played here on the stage, which is really exciting. So it's a beautiful place. I'll leave all their link and all that kind of information in the description. But anyway, I'm gonna cook a little bit. And just like at home, Corey had to tell me right before we started, close the cabinet doors. I'm the world's worst to leave the cabinet doors open even when I'm not at home. So what am I gonna be fixing? I'm gonna make some cube steak, which is already going over here in the big cooker. I already done that part. I've made some cornbread, several different, I think I made six pones or cakes of cornbread. And we're gonna make cornbread salad. I'm gonna have some assistants help me do that. We're gonna have roasted potatoes, which is easy, and then we're just gonna have some cobblers. And we have 2 of them already going in an oven in another part of the school here, and then we're gonna do 2 in here so everybody can see how to make them. And we're gonna do blueberry and peach. The blueberries come from Jim Casta's blueberry bushes, so that was great. And some of the, I was trying to think of what else, Corey, that we had. Oh, the Crowder peas we're gonna put in our cornbread salad. I don't think I've done a video on cornbread salad. I need to do that. But we're gonna put Crowder peas in it. You could put pinto beans, Great Northerns, black beans, whatever kind of beans you wanted. Anyway, but they come from Jim too, out of his garden, and he cooked them and put them in the freezer. So I think, is that everything I want to say, Corey, asking my little helper here?
I believe it is.
I think we're just gonna get started cooking so that when everybody gets here, they'll be able to eat.
All right, if I can have your attention and introduce you to this world-class chef to my right. I've already put her under pressure. Most, if not all of you, have had the opportunity to meet Tipper Presley. I met Tipper the first time, I don't know what, 12 years ago or something like that, when she already had a blog, a daily blog, and amazingly, she still does it 7 days a week, 365 days a year with new material. She'll occasionally use a guest offering, but not often. 300 plus are hers each year. And my brother Don found her and he said, you need to go and look at this blog. And I did, and I emailed him back. I said, this woman's the real deal. And that pretty well sums it up. And since then, she has just gone from one step to another. When I first met her in person, I asked her, Tipper, are you making money? And you know me, I'm just abrupt. I'll just ask a question. And so I just asked her, are you making money? And she said, well, I'd like to. And she wasn't making much at that time, but she had great faith in what she was doing and continued working at it, trying to monetize it. And at some point, she made a major breakthrough going from just the blog to a vlog as well. And she now has upwards of 250,000 loyal followers. And when I say loyal, I mean it, because you can look at any of her vlogs, the comments, and they'll run into the hundreds any given day. People that not only are watching it, listening to her, but taking time to comment about it. And she has touched a truly receptive chord with people that either live in Appalachia, have fond memories of family that live there, or simply are fascinated by the nature of traditional Appalachian life. And so she's done well enough that she quit her real job and became an outdoor communicator. And all of you know that's a quick and fast path to riches. But in her case, she's doing well. She was able to quit her job, and then I'm sure to her inordinate delight in time, her husband Matt was as well. And so they are a full-time ongoing enterprise. And what she's going to do today is to, some of it's already cooked and some of it will be prepared before you, but it comes, everything that you'll eat today comes out of this cookbook that she wrote, celebrating Southern Appalachian food, recipes and stories from mountain kitchens. Now I had a part in the book too.
You can leave yourself out.
Well, my huge part was I had been bugging her for a decade to write a book. And she was always very nice and gracious. And the answer in a circuitous way was always no. I ain't gonna do it. She didn't put it that way, but I got the message. And finally, I guess she got tired of me bedeviling her. And she said, well, if you will give me my homework assignments, I will do it. And I said, I can do that. And so I gave her her homework assignments, and this book was the outgrowth. The recipes are about equally distributed between her and me. Most of them are traditional family recipes that have been passed down through the generations. They are almost without exception true to Appalachian, Southern Appalachian culinary traditions. And the book has done extraordinarily well. It's done better in terms of remuneration than any book I've ever done, quite simply. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with the way you can track sales on Amazon for a given book. You can look. And this book stayed in two categories, two of the three categories it had. It stayed in the top 10 for about 12 weeks. And it still will be in the top 50 for gastronomy. I don't know, Rob, what does that word mean? It's got something to do with cooking, I reckon. or gastric acid or something.
It's the upscale trencherman.
Okay, all right. I knew it was something like that. But, and if any of you are interested in buying a copy, I'm not selling it, but she is. And she has agreed. The book normally retails for $24. If you want to buy one, pick one up. And she'll sign it, and if you don't want your book abused, I won't sign it. But if you do. But she's going to talk to you as she goes along, doing things. I'm going to be sous chef, or maybe sous chef, because I'm lower than just under chef. I'm under. But I will be up here, and Tess is going to be my sous chef, so that we will be preparing. Some of it's already been done, but all that you will eat today come out of the cookbook. Now, this is her cornbread. There's a recipe for my cornbread as well. We're not going to argue about which is best. They're both good cornbread, but since she baked the pones, I assume you used your recipe.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're not that much different, a little bit different. But she encouraged me to encourage you as she goes along. If you have questions about anything that's happening or just general questions, feel free to answer them. She'll answer them. I can't. But ask the questions to her. She'll offer you an answer. And if you get flustered with somebody, just say, I'm flustered with you. And I know you'll never do that, but I'll do it for you. Kick me in the leg. And so, are you ready to start?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay, well, the first course is going to be cornbread salad. And I'm going to start making it. And like my grandpa Joe, I take a bath once a week whether I need it or not. And I just washed my hands. So,
let's see. He washed them.
and you watched, didn't you? Don't worry. So I'm going to be mixing the cornbread salad together, and it's a hands-on deal, and it's yours.
Okay. And here's your another bowl if you need it, and you might get your sous chef.
Yeah, I need a cheese grater.
Cheese grater. Yeah.
I'll even rinse mine again.
Yeah.
I washed them.
Well, it's so nice to talk to all of you today. A lot of you feel like family, getting to know you through the years, and that's so many things, the blessings from the Blind Pig and the Acorn. My blog really come out of a place in my life. It was a rough patch of life, really rough, but that's the culmination. That's what pulled me out of where I was at, and so many wonderful things has come from that. But including, I would have never met Jim Casta, and if I'd never met him, I'd have never met any of you. I mean, really, I probably wouldn't have. So that's just nice to think about over the years, all that's come from that really bad place. So today, what we're going to make is what I've already made. Back here is in the giant crock pot thing, looking thing back there, roaster, is the cube steak. It's just cube steak and gravy, and it's very simple to make. Again, the recipe's in the cookbook, but there's also a recipe on my blog. You just go to Blind Pig and Acorn. I have some cards up here, and find the recipe there, and then I have a video on YouTube, so you could go and watch and hear me talk all about it and all that kind of stuff. Same thing for my cornbread that I made, very simple recipe, the one I've been making my whole married life. I think the only biggest difference between mine and Jim's is I use sweet milk and he uses buttermilk, and that's pretty much it. But again, on my YouTube channel, there's a video, and the recipe's on my blog. Also on the YouTube channel, there's like a crackling cornbread recipe and fried cornbread on top of the stove, so there's lots of variations of the cornbread on there.
Okay, this is a little bit delayed, but we'd like to return thanks. Dear Lord Jesus, please be with us. Help our gardens grow. Step beside us, lead and guide us everywhere we go. Bless our hearts and bless our homes, our family and friends. For all of this we humbly pray and give thee thanks. Amen.
Amen.
Lovely audience.
We're saving the rest for tonight. Be there or be square.
About to have our last supper of this trip with Siopa. You can see it looks really good. I've got some broccoli and cheese soup, a wonderful salad, a roll, yeast roll. We've already had those one night, and they were really, really good. So I know that's going to be good. So the kind folks here at Fontana Village, they're letting me get a sneak peek here at one of their renovated rooms. Isn't it beautiful? Corey can look around here a little bit. In April of 2023, the Fontana Village come under new ownership, so they're trying to renovate things, but they're keeping a real, and I really appreciate this, they're keeping a mindful thought about what Fontana Village has been and what it's meant to people in this area, and to all the people that come here and stay. Has a real connection to the history of our area. I remember the first time I was ever at Fontana Village, what I remember is the clogging. A whole room full of people clogging, and I loved it and I adored it. That was before Corey and Katie could clog, but they clogged. They were just little bitty. They got out there and clogged, tried to. So I really appreciate that. Now, this is such a huge, complex area here. 105 little cabins and 90, I'm looking at Tabitha to help me here. 98 hotel rooms. So it's going to take a while. So they've only renovated one section so far. I think 14 cabins and the main lodge is what's been 22 hotel rooms. So that's what's been renovated thus far. So this is going to take them a few years to actually complete it all. But my goodness, they've done a wonderful start. And I just love, of course, the colors are beautiful and all that, but I love the nod to the mountains. And I love that they're going to make a real effort to hold on to those, the history of the area. The hallway that we're on have wonderful, when we'll put some pictures in here, the little room number that tells you the room. They've got wonderful old photos from actually building the dam of Fontana to people just here and about in this area. Wonderful old photos. That was, whoever thought of that, that was a fantastic touch, and I'm so glad they did that. So if you've not ever been to Fontana Village, I encourage you to come and give them a call, or if you come, You just come for the day and look around. They've got a wonderful little general store. Of course, it's a beautiful area. Just the drive would be wonderful for you to do. But if you do come, be sure to tell them that me and Corey sent you, Tipper and Corey.
But 2 hours of pushing broom miles, 8 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man that leaves by no means king of the road.
She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol. And I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. She pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke. She gave me a peck on the back of the neck. These are the words she spoke. Blow up your TV, throw away your papers, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry and about to leave that place. Just as I was going, she looked me in the face. I said, you must know the answer. And she said, no, but I'll give it a try. To this day, we've been living our way. Here is the reason why. We blew up the TV, threw away the paper. We went to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them on peaches. They all found Jesus on their own. They all found Jesus on their own.
Our trip is almost over. We're on our way out. We're about to turn our keys in and head back to the Ponderosa, head back home. This is the little general store though at Fontana Village. It's really a neat little place. Got a really neat, huge bear. Corey, you pan over there and show the bear. Kids love that bear. When Corey and Katie were little, they liked to try to pet it, of course, and take funny pictures with it, you know, like it was about to get them. It's a stuffed, it's not a taxidermy bear, it's just a stuffed bear. There's a little horse. I hadn't seen one of those in so long that you can put a quarter in and ride. Might be more than a quarter now. Anyway, really neat little place. And you can see they've got beautiful shirts here, and we'll show you some of the other stuff. They've got cute things like these. You see the little boy ones there, little kid ones. This is a smaller one. Reminds me of Corey and Katie. I had a red Oshkosh one, and that's just one of my little favorite outfits for them to be in. I can still remember. Cute socks, all the bear themed here you can see. I really love it that even down here they've got a nod to the past, celebrating the wonderful past of Fontana Village and the dam. You can see all the old photos that they've got displayed up at the top. We noticed these candles when we first come in. They smell so good, and they're soy based, so we like that part too. But the names of them are just wonderful. You can see this one right here, Miss Hazel's hiking boots. That was like Hazel Creek that we went to. Hazel shows up a lot here. One of the boats that carried people over was the Hazel. Here's Fontana Lake Days, Black Bear Nights, Proctor's Pancakes. If you've ever been to Joyce Kilmer Forest, there's a Joyce Kilmer Forest one. I'm not sure it really smells like that, but it does smell really good. They've even got a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
What's it smell like? Open it
I
up.
don't know, let's see. It smells good. It smells kind of like, puts me in the mind of fall, does it you, Corey? Like, you know, all the warm smells of Thanksgiving and even Christmas. But they're pretty nice. Like most general stores, there's a great selection of candy. All looks good. I'm hungry this morning. I have never seen a Yoo-Hoo candy bar.
Me neither.
Might have to take one of those to Matt. He loves the Yoo-Hoos. They've got a nice little section of camping supplies, like backcountry food you might take with you and things you might need if you were hiking. I got some goodies to take home to Matt and Katie. Got Austin and Corey something too. They didn't want me to, but I got them a pack of candy for the ride home. We had such a wonderful trip, and we hope that you enjoyed coming along with us. We're always glad when you stop by to help us celebrate Appalachia.